Okay, take 3, I suppose. There we go. Ooh, okay. Let's try this again. Break the curse. Use a different color. Draw a different shape. We're back. I'm back. I'm having a mess of a start here. I think that'll be a bit more doable. Silence is killing me, though. What'll this do? How is there just no audio? What has happened to my audio? Alright, I can't worry about this. The earbuds are off. I think that's really what does it. You can't put earbuds on and then not listen to anything. That's insane. There, and there's the exit. Be oh so lucky. Oh, big iron door. Everybody's favorite. Gonna make this the tiniest bit taller, so that we can put a little notch or something in here. Somebody's car alarm is going off, so I do have some audio, I suppose. Okay. So what's the deal? The deal is we're going to have somebody, I suppose, trapped in a little cell. Let's put the player inside. The old iconic ZZT prison. I don't want a background on you. 2, 3 of them. That's extremely uneven. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What does that make that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good enough. Somebody gets the roomier jail cell. Not your guy, though. Your guy. Here's a bright green. And crying repeatedly. At least for now. Let's just use good old-fashioned door. Good old-fashioned fake door. There we go. This looks extremely 1994. IMO. Okay, so we would want some things for you to do. How do you get your guy out? What's your deal even? Where are you? Two. Man, 2.5 hours for a puzzle, huh? I should have gone with the beavers, quite frankly. Well, this is how I always start these things. In a horrible, complete lack of confidence, panic. So let's see. I want to get in here. Get through red door. Get here. Yellow door. Maybe blue door. Maybe I'll divide that. Okay, actually, smarter idea. Keep an object out of bounds here. That way that guy can just effortlessly cry forever. Also be your guy. Okay. We'll get something here. Line up with this guy and he will tell us his plight. His name will start with J. Jason. That's a name. Oh, this guy just gives you hints. Something. If we want to. If you're alive, as one does. Now, what do you actually do? Start with that. That gives the player something to do. Maybe we can make a little office space here. Aliens have weird sensibilities. I am fond of this little guy as keyboard. And I love a good triangular CRT. Monitor. And they're standing desks. And we don't need that many. Okay. I'm gonna leave the monitors blank. Just have keyboard input, please. Top center sounds as good as any. Your monitor. Maybe I'll slap a time limit on this or something. That's the easiest way to make something dynamic. User. I think 5 is plenty. I mean, honestly, one of these really stands out. Guest user admin, peon, hatchling. I'm gonna regret my label choices soon. Something like this. Does ZZT let me do this? I don't think this works when I'm about to try. I'm trying to make another object immediately react to this prompt instead of having to add an extra label. Let's see. Let's see if this works. There's a lot of things not working. That's kind of incredible. Oh, I don't even have the object actually coded to see if it would work. Puzzle wrong. It'll be puzzle. Minutes. That's over 10 minutes. That's plenty of time. We'll do a time limit at the end. We'll adjust accordingly. I'm sure I'll have time to balance it. For reference. Color and order. Okay, we have 50 things going on here. But yes, that would be one big thing. Okay. For my sake. Yeah. Okay, now I can actually see if this works or not. Again, I don't think it does. I mean, bad command loop. Yeah, okay, as expected. Who's bad command loop? You. You talk. Okay, position him here so that you trigger before hitting the door. Could probably just have you talk to him from through the cell, honestly. That's 1,000 times more natural, and then I don't have to do weird things like talk to him from all the way up here and make it weird to talk to him more in the future. The first time you talk to this guy, it spits out this message. The second time... Jason here. Okay, now we got a nice repeatable hint. At some point, we'll let you open the actual door. Okay. Okay, I'm getting my bearings here. I don't know where you are. It doesn't feel like space. It feels like an office building, but that's okay. Those can be in space too, really. I want the player to engage. This. Wrong. Ah, the whole point of this is that I don't have to keep typing a billion times. Oh dear. Sorry you got maimed by spiders. Maybe these are spider aliens. Are they famous for their hatchlings? Let's see. Good old-fashioned passwords. This should be the last one. That'll do, that'll do. This is going to be a very quiet stream, I think. The actual correct one is... Save mind. Here's what we're going to do. I don't know why I became obsessed with this idea. I did it for the neat ZZT board jam years ago, where I made it so actions you take in menus count towards your total time. Because I don't like you being able to just sit here. Every time you touch something. It's gonna be a nightmare to balance. You know what? I'm gonna just do this now. It was a hit last time. I think it's gonna be a recurring theme. Cover my bases so nobody will be able to say that they couldn't beat my incredible game. Okay. Okay, I have an idea here. R2 for the correct label. Type in the correct password. We'll give them a CAPTCHA. I like my joke at least. I'm gonna have fun with this. Go too dull. Symbols in here and there. Hate when I get one of these. You ever hit Control A to open up the prompt of all the characters you can include and then just pick like a number and then be like, oh, I didn't need to do it that way. Okay, I think this is cute. I think I've got something fun here. I guess I should number these in some way, though. What's the best way to do that? Guess we can just do some letters here. I think this will be figure-outable. I will make this something a little louder. Let's not use any actual... sorry. We are going to use some actual letters. But, you know. The boring American ones. Okay. We need a way to find out. Let's see, we'll learn something from a lock screen. Probably shouldn't have gone. So... No, see, part of me wanted to, like, draw wallpaper. I guess I have to just describe it. It has to be horrible. Yeah, I just gotta streamline this is what I gotta do if I'm gonna do this. Username. Okay, they can't all start with J. I'm bad at... You know, I've hit J like every time I've tried to mash a random key. Okay. And just as needed later. How's this timer looking? Less than 2 hours to go. How much of this game is going to just be read computer screen? We're going to go with the know, I was gonna make it so that this is a double of those, but I realize that's going to be very easy to interpret as just two of these, so let's not use that. There we go. I'll go with the centipede head. That's, you know, the official name of that character. And how about the paragraph? Here's a little something I like to call environmental storytelling. That does not look like a theta at all. That is too low res. Wider to start. How did I screw this up? This looks like ass. Why am I finding this difficult? What was my other symbol? That one. Oh, I said the paragraph. Always work with a reference. That's almost correct. And I have to make it look good. I don't know why I'm afraid of making it big. There we go. That's a symbol. Can you solve my brilliant puzzle? Other one. Gaze upon you. Great. Got some symbols. It ain't much, but it'll do. If I was really feeling cruel, I could put one on the title screen. Yeah, but you know me. I save my title screens for like the last 30 seconds. Right. Looking at A, F, and H. Go up to I. I use A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Okay, every letter's been used. You know what? That's fine. I guess it should be alphabetical, though. Even if that means I can't have bag. There we go. Plenty of options. Okay. Save the truly mean stuff for Oktoberfest. Okay. New menu. I think you've done enough here. What are we trying to do? I'm gonna guess I'll want this divided in some way. Okay, so flow of events here. Let's brainstorm for a little bit, okay? Let's see. We get our credentials. Oh, hello. Ellipses, welcome. That's gonna be the most noise we have on stream here today. The instant hype train, thank you. How many is that? 5 tier 1 subs. Uh-oh. 255 total gifted subs. That's the limit. We've hit the limit. We can't represent numbers larger than that. That's gonna make things difficult. Thank you for gifting out all these subs to folks. As always, thank you so much for that support. 50 or 50. Did it say 50 months? I guess it wanted to say months. I don't know where I got 50. It's 255 total gift subs though, but that's a lot of gift subs. I hope everybody enjoys. Everybody say thank you. I'm struggling here. Turns out that making puzzles is not my greatest strength. Okay, so we get credentials, we learn symbols, beta environment, of course. Let's see. I was gonna say something about like their eyes seeing colors differently than we do, and using the colors here as something relevant for that. I feel like I just saw that in like a Will game recently. So maybe I'll just let you open a door. 45, hour 45. Oh, marble stew. 17 months. Thank you. Mucho gracias. Anybody's got... Need a puzzle idea. Basically, I'm just stalling. All of these puzzles are stalling for me having to do something new. Hey, welcome. Ironically, ZZT itself was actually written in Turbo Pascal, so that's appropriate. I'm sorry I'm not doing the game engine more justice here today. I don't really... The vibes are off for puzzle design. Let's see, how about we look at the records room? I think we'll put some names to these initials and make that relevant in some way. Filing cabinet. That's the thing. No, we should get some more options here, actually. What is it you get to do? Blue. I guess there's only one. Red? Yeah, I'd love to, like... Problem is, I don't know what level of ambition I should have given my time limit. I would love to split things open and have it so, like, you get to open any one of these doors. That's probably a bit much. I'm picking the wrong things. Oh God. Look at this. Look at this. Sorry, I'm just in love with the weird emoticons you can get with these hype train things. I just got this like pondering frog. That's me right now. Now I'm tired of adding like fake torches to everything. Oh well. You know what? If 3 torches gets you killed, that's your own dang fault. What color is what? Okay, we're gonna give you blue. Will be the one you can actually open. So it won't actually be. These ones here. Let's get some sound. It is denied. Logging out, actually. You know what? No, we'll not go that far. So in here, do some filing cabinets. Good old-fashioned loose piece of paper lying on the ground. The bug aliens love paper. Don't ask how that works. Somebody did a really bad job putting this paper away. Okay, so this will give us some information. Let's pick a name. Who are you? NA374. A little secret. I want to see if anybody tries to pronounce these names. Because I'm not going to fall for that. I'm not going to slip on my own banana peel. All right. I literally said this has to be the initials. I'm certainly not going to make it AZZ. That's better. Uh, I don't know. Sorry, I just had the thought that one of these rooms should be the break room. I like how this began as, like, space station, and now it's just one of the horrible Mantis Empire had an office building. But that's okay. That's fine, too. We'll keep the break room small. Some countertops. Table. Whoa. Why did the text look like that? Oh, because it got highlighted. I don't know why it got highlighted. I think it'll speak for itself. Okay. Okay. Now, this ally is supposed to have something to help us, presumably other than just magically opening the door. That's boring. But who knows? Uh, that's out of the way, right? Yeah. Former something. I want a security question that we can answer. Instead of that, we can just do like marital status. If I was using Weave, I would definitely just roll a random number from 1 to 255 for the gender here. That's a good one. Set myself up for disaster, though, having to come up with all these names. So I'll just stop. Wow, I'm really not coming up with a last name that feels, real. I mean, I guess it would also be. We're sorry. Alright. No, it is supposed to be NA. Okay, so it is last name, first name. Okay. Let's see. Honest to goodness flow of the game right now. Learn the symbols. Log in. Peon. Open blue door. To learn the maiden name. It's 374. Or need to reset password. That's gonna be a little note here on the wall. I shouldn't have done the torch thing. I shouldn't do the torch thing at all. Why am I doing the torch thing? 99% chance I'm just gonna ditch the torch thing. It won't matter. Now I forget what I wanted to put on here. Oh, right. I'm gonna say yes. Okay. go. So we reset the password. Okay. Doing a lot of writing in this one. I guess I could grab. Well, the door has to be opened. Wait, no, I completely skipped the security question. What is break room is red. Doesn't matter. Every time I like run back and forth between objects to get this what's technically shared code. It's every one of those I just feel like, dang, I really should start learning how to use Weave like with a level of competency that I can just bust it out for these events. Don't care about consistency that much. There's more important things than consistency. This was supposed to look like a note. Alright. You need the actual password reset prompt. Really curious about this insect society. It's all supposed to be like a big hive mind and things, and then I'm like, yeah, this is my mother's maiden name. What the hell was it? Uh, Smith. She kept part of a hive mind, kept her individuality there. Okay. It's coming along a bit more. One of these days I should just do this and just not actually give myself a real time limit. Just let myself explore the space of a board or two and see what I can come up with. I think that's called game development. Jones. We got Smith. Gotta be enough that we can't just guess it. Clemson, Thompson, Jefferson. Probably shouldn't all be sons. Or what's the name? We can go with our other established name. Should alphabetize these. They mostly are. Simpson or Smith. Alien sounding one. I had one that's further down the list. There we go. Okay, yeah, I'm getting rid of this. This is not... we don't need a time limit. Please enjoy. I'm under a time limit, and I hate it. You don't need to be under a time limit, too. Okay, so now... I'm realizing also I haven't tested, like, so much of this already yet. Pick the right Smith. You have to input a new password. Use that password. Log in. Open new door. And I never noticed when these things take torches away, because there's no torches to take. Okay, so this gets you into the break room. I haven't really done much with this either, but you know what? We've got an hour 20. If need be, we can insert a puzzle, but I don't think that's going to happen. I want 2 seconds to add there. Some horror. Would like something a bit more. I was watching a bit of Vine Sauce, watching Vinny play through Dino Crisis and seeing some of the silly puzzles in that. It's kind of the insane things there, where it's like, which color of these gases do you want to add to this mixture to make the room less toxic instead of more toxic? Just fun stuff like that. But it doesn't matter that it's absolutely insane. It gives you something you can play around with and think about. So that's my plan for the break room. Is like, what do you do with the coffee pot? Like, use the coffee. I think you're gonna brew a special blend of coffee to destroy something. Oh, you know what? I got it. Yeah. I've got an awful idea. Where was your yellow door? We're gonna let you open the yellow door, because you still won't be able to get inside just yet. I actually changed the color. I did not. Okay. Alright. Sorry for 2 hours of me just saying okay and alright. There's gonna be some, like, horrible living eyeball. And you're gonna throw coffee on the eyeball. That's where I'm at right now. So, the old coffee puzzle. So you need cup, but what stops you from just taking the cup instantly? Like, I could put a coffee mug on a desk here, sure. They won't be standing desks. Even though that's probably a lot easier with their body shapes. Their horrible many, many limbs and frightening appendages. Open here. I just don't want the player to just grab coffee mug at the beginning, but it also feels stupid to just be like, you can't grab this coffee mug until you know you need this coffee mug. Mm. I mean, I guess it could just be right here. That's the easy option. It's a good mug character. Lowercase u. It'll be empty, so it should just be a plain old u. Okay, we've got a flag. Maybe the puzzle is to find a way to brew exactly 1 cup of coffee, otherwise the overflow kills you. That seems a bit mean too. I don't know. But we got what? A little over an hour to go. Looks so much more desk-like this. The coolness desk drawer strategy. Can't open a door holding 2 cups. That could be something. That would be fun. You don't need you anymore. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do something like that. Let's have a big cup and a small cup, and we have to balance the cups in some way to do something absurd. Possibly throwing coffee on an alien eyeball. That's the best I've got right now. Big mug. That's a ZZT reference there. And my goal here is to try and fill out all these with anything else, because it's not fun for only one of like 8 drawers to be interactable, even if only one of them. If you touch all the drawers on this top row, you're not going to say, well, surely there's something in the bottom row if you're not getting any feedback on the top row. Okay, let's see. I I act as if I know how to do one of those like pouring liquids into 2 containers to get the proper amount things off the top of my head, and we'll be able to implement in like under an hour. Let's make a fun little coffee machine. The coffee machine, the coffee machine. I kind of want to use this one, actually. I'm extremely. They love their coffee so much. It's one of the symbols of their empire. We should have a dark red background for you. That's probably more easy to see. What if we make this even more horrifying? We make these alien lips, and you have to give it coffee to its taste to bribe it. I think that's more within my capabilities. What the hell character looks like lips? I mean this one, but I made it pointing left and right because of the orientation here. I mean, O is an open mouth. Well, whatever, it doesn't need to animate. That's a mouth. That can be a mouth. Sometimes an eye is a mouth. Put in a sink. That's small enough to look like a sink. Fridge. Oh, wait, no. Those aren't acceptable colors for vanilla ZZT. I'll have to go with you. I just don't want these to match. We'll go with you for you. Yeah, yeah, okay. Travel mug's probably not relevant. That's fine. We'll adjust. Okay, so we open the break room. Going to have I have vague ideas of things, but I don't actually know what I need to do. What is the player's course of action here? Okay. A coffee pot. A pod, that's a different thing. Okay, that's also nice. I spell coffee. Coffee pot. Let's see. It is currently empty. If water, we'll say add water. Coffee. Add coffee. Mm. There it is. I'm just there. Okay, that's good. Replacements. I think it's just gonna be normal coffee. I really don't know where I'm going with this game, is the thing. I am going wherever 1 hour and 1 minute takes me. You know, in hindsight, I think if you did only put one of these two ingredients in the coffee machine, it still wouldn't do anything. I don't need to actually check all those cases. Okay. Cheating. Come on. I want to do a really dumb joke. I'm jumping the gun for my really funny joke. I promise you it will be a very funny joke. One day I will remember which of these characters corresponds to the foreground and background I have selected. Oh, we're at the sub-hour mark. Okay. I mean, I think we're close to being done-ish. I think I could flesh this out. If the time is good, then we'll be good. Copy in. Good. We make some coffee. We're just gonna cut to the chase. Mug will be red herring. Big mug will be correct answer. So if you have the big mug, hooray. You only have the regular mug, almost. Otherwise, disaster. Part of me wants to kill the player, but like I haven't really killed them yet, so I don't need to. I should have just moved my if statement, but whatever. Well, the mug is a joke item. Big mug, hooray. Such, let's say we're done. Good mug. One last time. Oh. Much time? 53 minutes. We'll see. We haven't tested this. I think I might just make this the last puzzle, honestly. It's not the most exciting thing. But I feel like this will be made better if there's more things to interact with that end up not being relevant. Yeah, I was gonna let you, like, cream and sugar and all that. We'll see. We got good mug. Oh, you can pause? That's a good trick. I'm looking forward to seeing what people come up with again, because I feel like we got a lot of really good entries last time. I honestly need to get up and walk around a bit soon enough. We'll see. We'll get to that, I think, right after this. You do the same thing. Do not get into a tryst with this alien mouth. Go right for the broke. Hold it right there. This is insane. That's what I said I was going for, though, so why not? I'll do it easy way. Oh, no, you don't need to have a background. Don't want that. Okay. I think this should be fast enough. As long as they're cycle 1. Player will immediately be detected. I just need to make this repeat. That's the challenge. If you don't kill the player, I have to let them walk away from this. And I have to make it refire. I think what I want is here, another objects. Mouth check. Actually, did I call this mouth check? I just called this regular check. I think these were both looping and not checking. I'm very inconsistent with that. Okay, so that'll reset. Yes, so when you leave this room, these dudes will always return. I think there might be an issue there. I think I might get like a big infinite pop-up thing. Also do something. We also need to kill the player. Well, not. No, I guess we will kill the player here. Oh, we can just... White, have I used that? I need a safe color. Yeah, white normals are good. That should function. I'm just gonna make this easier. Choke point. And we don't need that other piece. I don't need to worry about that. I did erase the invisible, though. Okay, that's better. Okay, if good mug win. Drama. Give coffee to lips. It's impossible to not give something that is just mouth Audrey 2, not give them Audrey 2 vibes. So 2 Wests and then die. No time whatsoever. We are ending this game right here. Get rid of that. That just feels cleaner to me. This poor guy has like nothing to do with anything. How do I access? That's the only thing. Whatever. I think this is weird enough to be fun. We're just going speedrun mode at this point, I think. No, I can't do that because you do have to talk through that door. Can't be that fast of speedrun. Alright, I'm gonna run an ad break real fast here, refill my water, and then, Lord willing, finish this game. So hang on tight. I'm back. Yeah, it's not actually over, but I'm very pressed for time. Oh, tough luck. Enjoy your 35 seconds of ads if you got them. Where the heck was I? Okay, I think we're just giving them the key. Okay, welcome back everybody this time. I started 30 seconds early. I'm just wrapping this up now, honestly, at this point. Characters is 27. Yes. Doing a knife. I'll just accept this potential bug. Real loop. Aligned. More dumb jokes for people who played 35-year-old ZZT games. Funny joke. Here's like one. Okay, get the cell key, get the cell door, open the door. Change your color for another. Can't be Barney. I feel like I've played too many ZZT games. And that if I put a purple smiley face in something, people will think I'm making a Barney reference. We gave him a name. He's not Guy. That's Jason. Yeah, it's sometimes there's some colors and characters are kind of reserved at this point. I have no consistency whatsoever in how I'm writing my dialogue and portraying actions and what's white text and what's yellow text. That Jason. We need this to be a dark gray fake that looks like a wall, and then we need to put a guy on top of the wall. Also Jason. Nope, you're not green. You used to be green. And you also need to be invisible. South. Let's just go old-fashioned cover. Please type empty. Oh god, there's no way I have time. 27 minutes. Again. Winner. Yes. Problem is my priorities are just so much like. Okay. So many crossed fingers. So many crossed fingers. Okay. Here. Okay. Oh, I think I said this one. Why not? Pick peon. I changed it to drone. Okay. First mistake. What? Am I going insane? Oh, this is just... Oh, they're all going to the leave it blank that I added. Okay, okay. Debug Lounge, thanks for following. I hope you enjoy this horrible, horrible mess of debugging that I'm doing right now. Oh, I just straight up used... I mean, so everything but that option. Alright, please make sure the correct answer is currently drone. Okay, great. It's been a hot mess, is what it is. I'm hoping that there aren't so many bugs that it's not technically playable, because I am running out of time. Wrong password, great. Right password is going to be... I think I said, yeah. Symbols of the hive. Oh, I don't really remember. I know it's got F and A. E? H. Yeah, it's a big paragraph, of course. AFH. That lets me open the blue door. Great. Brands. here. Password reset, which was Smith. This doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Barely functional. Oh, I never made it so you can actually get coffee. Okay, dang on. Never made. Okay, so we need. Part of me is thinking of other things, but again, priority right now is make it function. So this is a bug. Gives you coffee. You need water also. Ugh. Like the smart thing to do would make you use the other cup, as opposed to making it just a complete joke. But then I'd be in a situation where the small cup of water causes you to make too much coffee to fit in the small cup, which would be kind of funny in its own way. But I feel like people wouldn't see it as a joke and would see it as like, yeah, Das had 2.5-ish hours, and so wasn't the smartest. Great. That gives you coffee. That gives you water. Okay, I think we should have a good flow. Next steps. Love to speedrun my own game. Chrome, hive minds. I keep forgetting. It's got H. CH? AFH. Blue door. Right, blue door goes here. I guess I don't actually have to go in there. Now that I know it works, at least. This one here goes blank. Myth. New password. Reset password. Log in. Open the other doors. Didn't get the mug. Well. Water. That needs to also work. I thought maybe I called it water instead of sink there. Coffee. Water. Coffee. Brew now. Get burned by horrible alien acid. Coffee mug. Back command almost. That's how I'm feeling. Almost. I thought I did that. Oh, I just gave it the wrong label. Okay, so you need to become this. There was something else. Oh, the sink. Right, right. Funk meter. High vines. AFH. Blue door. Learn the maiden name. Go back here. Leave blank. Security. Change password. Open the other doors. Water. Coffee. Tea. Okay, not enough. That is correct. We need to find the travel mug. Oh, I thought I put it in that one. Okay. I should make sure actually that horrible eyeball works. Right. Right. That's a scene retrigger. No. Scene doesn't retrigger. Okay. Did not retrigger. Where? One of these ones. Alien mouth. Loop. Why did that not work? Okay, you know what? Easy fix. We're handling the invisible wall, so they can just touch this thing. Which means you aren't actually needed. I guess actually the first time we should. Okay, so that should work for the first time. We're getting more into fast modes. We're gonna just say, oh, I don't remember the flag. What was the flag? Flag we need for the good coffee is good mug. Is that what I even set? Hooray. Good mug. Okay, good. Back to game. Good mug. How was that bad direction? What? I think it's a good direction. Ready my invisible R loop shoot. Shoot. What do you mean bad direction? What through bad direction? Okay, some real debugging. Oh, wait. To be you. You're not invisible. R loop. If aligned. Oh, because, okay, because shoot is a command. And it wants me to provide a direction. Okay. Gag. Getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Good mug. And you need to zap that door, but whatever. Please. Give horrible monster coffee. Great. Okay, we can do the fun thing. Okay. Almost there. I don't know why that doesn't open, but I don't care at this point. So I just not... Cell key. Instead of what? J key. For jail, of course. I don't have time to actually fix this. That's whatever. Get out of the way of the knife or catch it. You know the jokes. At least I hope my audience does. Okay, so just J key. I'm just gonna... Okay. Right, never said that. Oh, there's always so much stuff. Jason Chow. Obviously, only if he's in your party. I'm pretty sure it's just Jason. Yes, if Jason. I think this should be it. Jason joins. I should probably get more than 10 ammo, because there actually are. It's more than 10 of these. I like how actually incredibly not a threat. Oh, for God's sake. Jason. E. Empty. I was having trouble typing it there, wasn't I? Okay. You know what? 10 ammo is fine. Laser pistol. All this stuff is good. I'm gonna highlight this one desk drawer, because there's like no freaking time. That needs to be handled better. Okay, I think this is all we actually need. All have to be wrong options. Oh, no, that's the word. Yes, okay. Need to change, leave it blank to say PR. Oh. Don't even all have that option. Oh, just that one did. Password reset. Oh, it's RP. PR here. It's gonna be PR. Hopefully this works. There's 5 minutes left. A couple. What? No, crap. That indicates these can be interacted with. I have time for the world's worst title screen. They're going to be a capital E. They're all going to be taller. Keep getting smaller. Oh, I hit the bottom. You like how I drew that S bottom to top? That's how you know I'm an expert. Okay. 245, the end, game over. Wow, we got a game over and everything. We can even hide some of our stuff that people shouldn't be able to see. Okay, okay. less than 2 minutes. I can't add more hands. I think I'm good. As good as I'm gonna be. Oh, hang on. It's too important to not exist. Are we good? 60 seconds to relax. Anything I can make and I can decorate with. What with you? No, I don't have time to do another one of those. I would like there to be more than one, so you actually have to stop and think about it, but not with 10 seconds, I don't. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay, the game is done. And apparently the timer doesn't actually stop at 0, but, you know, that's fine. If anybody asks. Alright. Again, the lesson is scoping is extremely difficult. It is very tough to know when to stop working on things or what you have time for. It's very difficult to commit to an idea that sounds cool when you realize it's going to take time and it's going to lengthen the game. It would have been nice to, like, I would have loved for all the desk drawers should have been accessible. Every keyboard prompt should have let you, well, no, it does let you reset the password. I did have options for that. All these filing cabinets, it would have been nice if they had anything. This whole space, I had 0 ideas for, even if I didn't just have these, even if I wasn't just so low on time that I had to just place a key down and call it a day. Our coffee puzzle is still very silly. I would like to do more. There's a fridge there. You don't even get to it. You can't even touch it. In my mind, that's a sin. Don't like that. Well, hopefully, for folks who play this that didn't see it on stream, hopefully they can figure it all out. Maybe I'll just throw in a little walkthrough when I do the upload. Still fun. Still very frantic. I really need to, like, again, sit down and do these things not under a really strict time constraint, but I always have such a hard time. And then ironically, I'm like, well, now that I don't have a time limit, why not make something elaborate and as good as possible? Even though, like, this could have been a fun little, more fleshed out single board game. I don't see why it couldn't have. I'm not dissatisfied with it. I still think this is okay. I think it should be playable start to finish. I still didn't actually do a run of that. I'll let you all figure that out if that's true or not. Actually, yeah, I'm realizing now. I'm just assuming I fixed my bug here that lets you get to the exit. I sure hope I did. The middle jail cell door doesn't work. I would have loved to put up, like, more posters and things on the wall. Like, I want more puzzles and more clues. And more fake clues. Hopefully people figure out how to interact. I mean, I think the coffee pot and sink should be easy to figure out how to interact with. But yeah, could have been a lot worse. Even if there's some obvious room for improvement. Not bad. That was fun, though. It's impossible to not finish one of these and feel anything other than frazzled. I think I'm just gonna wrap this up here. I think we're all good. I like this little... Didn't realize I made a fun little face. Oh no, that's the centipedes that woke up down there. I was gonna say, I'm like, why is there a little face with the weird lips? I think that'll be iconic also. I'm curious if more people will mention that or just the coffee machine itself. I think we're sitting pretty this time, though. Well, it's not the prettiest, but it'll do. And I didn't just make, like, I really had the thought early on, or I was thinking of doing something like Adventure, where you just shoot some creatures and then some helpful forest critters build a bridge to, like, the next area or whatever for you. It occurred to me that I could, like, quite literally do the same thing I did last time. Be like, here's board, beat board, instead of key, get help of creature to access next level. And I'm like, I don't want to do the same thing again, even if it's a little tweaked. At least this feels very different compared to what I did last time, I hope. I mean, you still end up shooting some centipedes in the end, I guess, if you want. You might be in danger if you burn yourself with a coffee machine. Or no, that doesn't actually take health. The only thing that takes health is catching the knife, which would take 50, so you could still die in theory, but that's on you. So I think that's gonna do it. Ooh, exciting. Well, thank you all for watching this madness. As always, this game and many more will be found soon on the Museum of ZZT. There's also, of course, the Itch Jam page itself, which I should have open. No, because everything was crashy. Stream had like a horrible start. All kinds of stuff going poorly. But here's the jam itself. Of course, ZZT is simple enough that honestly, even if you've never used it, you can figure it out. You can participate in one of these, or just make something in general. It's actually a ton of fun. We've got thousands of these worlds on the Museum of ZZT, and probably 1,000 more to come. You hear that? Gates running the coffee grinder. I wrote what I know. And that's why a coffee machine features very prominently. You didn't even have to grind the beans in this one. Also, I think we do actually need a new grinder. He's gonna realize this now as I hear him pressing the button for like the 5th time. That or it just needs to really be cleaned out, which is a terrifying thought too. Anyway, we don't need to talk about coffee. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back again Sunday at noon Pacific. Gonna play some unpreserved ZZT Worlds, one of which is by an author who became a bit of a staple of the earlier unpreserved streams. So I think there will be some good stuff coming up for us on Sunday. And then we'll be back again next Friday with something else. I won't be making something, but we'll be playing. Alright. One last time, thank you all for watching, and hope to see you all next time. Later.